This is Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. This is the last one that was in the Jedi Knight series. This is just fantastic. So this is on Xbox One X in 4K. We're going to start with the multiplayer, and then we're going to show off a bit of the campaign. So basically, you get 4 times the pixel count on the 1S, whereas the 1X you get 16 times. And there's full widescreen support, making this game look stunning. So one issue I always have with the kind of PC version of this is the aspect ratios aren't quite correct, because it wasn't like meant to particularly do 4K, yet it could. So obviously Xbox Live features no longer currently work. We are going to do a bot match. Should we do capture the flag? As you can see, there's a lot of different modes. Probably capture the flag is the best thing to do. Oh yeah, I'm feeling the nostalgia here. Tatooine City, yeah, okay. Sure, Jedi Master. Oh yeah, saber only, I don't know. 10 kill limit. Advanced rules. Anyways, yeah, the aspect ratio is always weird on PC. I'm sure you could probably mod it to fix that, but I mean, it's kind of an inconvenience. Bosk! So yeah, what was really cool about the Jedi Knight series is the lightsabers. I still don't even think there's a Star Wars game today that gets the lightsabers so right and so intense. Lightsaber content, like combat in this game, was fantastic. That mixed with like the force powers, wow. This seriously, what's really cool if you do want to play multiplayer is there's still an active community to this day on PC. So I suggest, you know, if you want to play online, get it there. But if you want a console experience for this game, this is absolutely amazing, and it's only on Xbox, which is just crazy that they were able to even make this happen. Are we respawning? Tied for third place of 5. So yeah, you can just play against the bots, and it's a lot of fun actually. So hopefully we're gonna actually find some bots to run into. And you can kind of see some lightsaber content. Oh jeez, give me my saber. Where'd he go? So you can kind of see the combat. Just the way that the sabers sort of react in the environment, the way they cut things up. It was so cool. And you could customize your character. That was a huge part of this game. So you see that more in the actual campaign aspect of it, is that you make your own sort of character, whatever species you want from Star Wars, and you go through training of the Jedi Academy under like Luke Skywalker. I mean, obviously it's probably not canon anymore. Well, they maybe could fit it in there if, you know, you've seen the movies and so forth. This was prior to the Disney acquisition. But yeah, you kind of go and you train to be a Jedi. Or I guess, you know, Sith, depending on how you go. There's like a certain element of like light dark side to it based on your choices. And yeah, it kind of goes from there. And you see that mirrored a bit with the multiplayer as you like select your force powers, select what kind of saber you want. You can have like the Darth Maul saber, you could have the dual sabers, the classic. You get to change your own like lightsaber color. Get in the action here. Bosk. So obviously I want to show off the controls here just so you can kind of see them and so forth. The taunt. So funny. Bosk. I love Bosk in the new Battlefronts. He's so OP. So I think visually, again, this is a game that holds up so well. It really truly does look absolutely amazing. I gotta spawn back in. I think there's like a countdown timer. Bosk. Bosk. Jedi. Yeah, I think that's because they don't have a name. You know what? It's shoot to join back in. I don't know what I'm doing. It's been a long time, and I played this on PC last. So another really cool aspect of this series was there was a mix. It wasn't just, you know, lightsaber play. You could have guns, and you could shoot, or you could use force power. And there was like objectives to complete if you want to play like capture the flag or so forth, or team deathmatch. And it was just this really well done Star Wars series that changed so much over the course of the games. I mean, you're playing as like Catan for I believe the first two. You're the Catan in the story called Catan. Cataran, something like, I don't know, something like that. And you don't really, he's kind of in this one, but, you know, it's not like he's the main focus of it. And it's weird that they haven't done anything like this since. Because one of the coolest things about Star Wars is all the different, like, characters and species and things you can do in it. And to be able to, like, join the Jedi Academy and, you know, see the iconic characters and sort of make your own character and play that way, I think it's just something that's incredibly special and unique. And this was like an ultimate sort of game like that, so I definitely suggest checking this one out. If you never played it, it's an incredible experience. The campaign is really well done. You get to do all kinds of cool levels, and there's a certain level of choice too, which was a big deal for the time. I mean, that was really just starting to come out right at during this era of gaming. Was a certain element of morality and choice that, you know, was kind of a big deal there. So we're gonna switch this up, play a different map, and then we're gonna jump into the campaign so you can see a bit of how that looks. Test spears, kind of. Duel in the Bespin Courtyard. Oh yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. And it loads up super fast. We'll be something freaky this time. Let's do. They're kind of weird. What happened to are they only available through custom? The ladies with like the back kind of, yeah, whatever. I think that's Kyle right there. Yeah. Zoom, zoom. Good old Bespin. I think this, like, the skyboxes hold up a little bit better in this one. Again, they're like really images for this generation, which isn't the best way of doing it. Now we have like beautiful layered skies with HDR lighting, but back then it was like, whatever. Because I always have to repeat this, I don't think the developers would have ever imagined their games really having the longevity or even like being playable on consoles so many years later. They didn't future-proof them like we do today. Look at these effects and the lightsabers. This is so badass. And we don't have anything like this. It's just so disappointing. Another really cool thing about this one is the modding community on PC is amazing. Again, I'm not trying to make the case against this version. If this is what you have access to, play it this way because it looks just amazing in the 4K. I really do think it's breathtaking. The lightsabers and the character models and just the general environments look really good in this one. Even the skyboxes are fine because you don't see a lot of the skyboxes. Just because it's... Why aren't I playing in yet? Oh, it's because it's duels. Okay. We'll switch this up again. But you get what I'm saying, the skyboxes aren't quite as apparent as they were in other games. Oh my god, the Coruscant streets. Yes. Joint red, doesn't matter. Hey, Grito guy. And going back to the PC element, yeah, the modding community is just stellar on there, and they're still releasing mods, which is amazing. There's this thing called Duels, Jedi Duels, and it kind of like remakes... I think this is specifically what it is. Like, I actually did gameplay on this years back. It goes through all the episodes of the Star Wars game, or the Star Wars movies, 1 through I think it was 1 through 6, or at least 1 through 3 I played. We are the red team, right? Yeah, we are the red team. Wow, that holds up so well and looks so good. Oh my god. Seriously. Wow. I am blown away by that. Like, you have no idea how much like it means to me to like see this game look so good on this. I'm just absolutely shocked by it. But yeah, the duels was cool, and the mod support is fantastic for that game, or for this game on the PC. And there's still an active community for multiplayer if you do want to play against others. But this is still great. The campaign itself is worth it to play if you've never experienced it. And it's just really a fantastic and well done experience that I just jumped to my death like an absolute idiot. Oh yeah, we're the Rhodians, right? That's what the species is. Zoom, zoom. Look at that lightsaber. It still looks fantastic. Look at the quality of the environments. It's so cool. Like, I remember when Star Wars was so fun like this, and we were getting... Oh, now you go up, eh? We were getting so many fantastic game releases and so many unique kind of experiences in Star Wars. And then it just stopped. Down you go. Ugh. Ugh. We're gonna go to the campaign now. Single player. So there's a lot of different settings too for however you want to play them. Okay, going to the campaign. This is what I was talking about, these folks. You can make whatever sort of character you want. And there's so many options for customization. So you really get to be your own sort of, you know, character. And you can choose your lightsaber hill. It felt so personal to be able to do whatever it is you wanted as far as like your colors. It should be orange. It'd be kind of cool. I like the purple lightsaber, but I've always very been interested and attached to the green lightsaber. Something about it. Jedi, I'm nothing special. A long time ago.
We'll be arriving at the Academy in just.
And yeah, you get to go into the Jedi like Academy, and you get to train, and maybe I'll do like a walkthrough this. If there's enough demand, I'll seriously do that on this.
Aren't you excited? We're going to be Jedi, learning the ways of the Force.
Look at those character animations.
Of course,
wow.
You have one. I'm gonna get one of those stupid training sabers. And
I wouldn't worry about that.
It's not bad. It
really
really isn't, like, considering the era.
Nervous.
Aren't you? I mean, well, why would you be?
Like, what you're seeing is like the early
so
stages
you're way ahead
of
me.
basically
I'm
character
Rush,
animations and that. And believe it or not, it's kind
What's
of
your name?
actually photorealistic.
So where'd you get that lightsaber?
Well, it's kind of a long story. I found myself on...
Oh no, what's happening? We're getting shot at. See, now one issue you do have with these older games is the cutscenes. If they're pre-rendered as like a video of sorts, you don't get the same effect that you would with gameplay being upscaled.
I think so.
Good. We'll send a
It's
shuttle to pick
Luke.
you up. Can you lead the students
Look at
to
that
the nearby
natural
Masonic
lighting.
temple?
The walking
Affirmative,
animations.
Academy. We'll meet you there.
So this is also a much more lightsaber heavy entry in the series. So when it first started out, it was like very gun based, and this one kind of just right from the get go, sabering it up and so forth. No briefings available.
Make your way to the temple. The shuttle will meet us there.
So
Jaden, hey,
typical from the
I'm
era.
stuck.
Oh my.
Can you help?
Hold on, Rosh.
I think this
I'm on
still
my
looks
way.
pretty good. It might not to
Hey,
everyone,
see
but
if you can make your way around there.
yeah, I'm really happy with this new objective information. Will we sneak past here? No. Okay. Keep in mind, it has been a very,
Maybe
very
you can
long
use your
time
lightsaber
since
to
I
cut
last
those
played
trees
this.
down and make a bridge.
I mean, I played the multiplayer occasionally on PC when I have the chance, but
Maybe you can use your lightsaber to cut those trees down and make a
yeah,
bridge.
no, this is really cool. And again, the campaign was all about making your own mark on the series of Star Wars, having your own impact with your own character, leveling them, and I don't know, it was just really cool. And you get to experience so many iconic locations, but from a fresh perspective. You weren't tied to the regular movies. This was, you know, after, when there was just the expanded universe and you could do, like, anything narrative-wise. I don't know, it was much more free time in regards to, like, what they allowed to be done.
Maybe you can use your lightsaber to cut those trees down and make a bridge.
I honestly can't even hear what they're talking about. Was I supposed to cut this tree down?
Maybe you
I
can
don't
use your
think I can reach
lightsaber
that
to
far.
cut those trees down and make a bridge. Jaden, hey!
Oh, I killed myself.
Hold on, Rosh.
Keep in mind when I film, the audio is kind of low on my end. That's hilarious.
See if you
But
can
look
make
at
your
these
way around
physics for knocking objects
there.
down,
Thanks,
eh?
Jaden.
Crazy.
Temple.
That's how much gaming has changed, like, in such a short time. It's just remarkable. I'm really just blown away by coming back to revisit these games. And Jedi Academy, so good. So good. I hope we get Outcast too. I actually did own this one at one point. It was a long time ago. And I did sell it, so I actually had to rebuy this, which I'm fine with. It was really around the time that they closed the servers for the old Xbox, because I was just like, okay, well, it's over then, there's no point. And then they like pull off this kind of backward compatibility, and I'm like, what? I mean, I would have never thought I'd be playing on modern hardware with this like old school game.
No problem.
It's just quite something. And it really takes me back. A lot of nostalgia. And it plays so well. The performance is perfect. You get a nice, fully filled, widescreen 4K experience. And it's just amazing on the One X. I don't think the developers ever could have imagined the game would look this nice. They did give a lot of tools to the community so that they could do that on PC, but console-wise, you know, you never would have expected. I was blown away by the announcement because license-wise, I would have never thought that the Star Wars games would come back due to like the music, the companies that made the different games, and just sort of the whole situation around that. So I really do hope we get maybe the other one. Like, I'd love to see Jedi Outcast, because that was fantastic too. Very similar to this one, but different in its own right. This was like the peak of the series, but you know, it's still, the other one definitely has something that's worthwhile, because they are very sequelish, if that makes sense. Well, not really, but they go hand in hand to a degree. I don't know, I think the character models look good. The lightsabers are fantastic. They stand out so well in this, like visually, they're gorgeous. Character models are fine. The environment's a bit flat on the ground, but you know, whatever, still looks good. Even the skyboxes are a lot better than this in this one than the original Battlefront, which I played recently too. If you want to see that on One X, we'll have
You're the one
gameplay.
with the lightsaber, after all.
Not the Empire. A Sith Lord. You could just be a generic Sith, I don't know. You gonna help me out here, buddy? My Force-sensitive friend is just like, oh yeah, you can take this guy on by yourself. Yeah! They made Force powers so cool. Anyways, that's Jedi Knight. Jedi Academy.